What's good, people, and welcome to the first episode of Bass. So to kick things off, I will start off with the question that I'm always asked: why am I a software engineer and not a model? So it all starts in a small town called I'm kidding, guys. So my journey towards becoming a software developer and where I am today was by chance, I guess, because I never knew that I never wanted to code. Yes, I liked computers and all, but it wasn't that deep, you get. So when I matriculated in 2012, I had bursaries to go study for CA stream, and at that time CA stream was like the it thing. There's a scarcity of CAs in the country, in the world, and plus you're going to get that CASA title at the back of your name. So if I can't get doctor, why not CASA? So that was the whole motivation behind me studying for CA and the bursaries, of course. And I had spent some time at Deloitte during my holidays when I was in grade 12. So, and that at Deloitte they used to party a lot. So I was like, this is my tribe, okay? So I knew I'm gonna be a CA, I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna be CASA, what ifs. So that was the motivating factor behind that. So not much of career guidance and not much of like a passion. I actually did not know what being a CA entailed. All I knew was the title, the money, and the scarcity of CA, so which will equate to getting a job when I'm done. So that was it. So yeah, so I enrolled for the Bachelor of Accounting at UAJ, and I started it in 2013, but I failed so horribly that I got academically excluded. So academic exclusion only means that you get kicked out of the faculty, not out of uni. So now it's time to go to the drawing board. So all I knew was I wanted to be at UJ for the wrong reasons, yes, but I wasn't going back home, and that was it. So I got kicked out, unfortunately, end of the year, and not like in the mid-term, second semester. So all the other first year spaces were taken at that time of when I had to reapply for a new course. So going on, the late admissions only the BCom IT management and the psychology courses had space. And because I had some mental health issues, I knew that psychology was not for me, because I had my own issues, and I saw the work that my psychologist was doing. So I was like, hell no, I'm not going to do no psychology. So I applied for the BCom IT management, and I was taken in for that. So with the BCom IT management, I honestly didn't know what career. I entered like the first month, I was chilling outside with some student, and I was like, dude, do you think you're gonna get jobs with this degree? Because we were paired up with the computer science students, and they had like the fancy subjects, they had the maths, they had like comp sci. With BCom IT management, you only have informatics, which is the coding subject, but the ones in comp sci do games and all of that. In informatics, you do like basic applications, coding, you understand? So I was like to this dude, hey bro, do you think you're gonna get jobs with this degree? I was like, oh, I've already got a job waiting for me. My dad's friend has a job for me in America when I'm done with this degree. I was like, in this life we're not the same. You understand? So I was like, okay, wrong person to ask. So I had that at the back of my mind. So I was like, ah, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. So I went through varsity, through that course, failing here and there, like, you know, like a regular average Joe. And yeah, so in become IT management, it was a lot of business related things, and yeah, with informatics being the exception. So we did all of that, and I was just floating behind, going to class, doing this, doing that, but just living my best varsity life, which included a lot of socials and all of that. So I wasn't married for like 3 years. Okay, my degree was 3 years. So I wasn't married for like 2.5 years. And then I failed, so I had to do it in 4 years, which was a 3-year degree. So towards my last year, my 4th year, I was only left with informatics, the coding one, because I didn't take coding seriously, you understand. So because most of the projects you get paid with you do them as a group. So in the group, these people that are like, oh my gosh, I know how to code, I'll code this by myself. So do you boo? So that's how like the coding happened in varsity. And my 3rd year, I still couldn't code, and yeah, some people helped me with the coding, helped me and my group with the coding, and all we did was do the documentation and like all the diagrams, the flows and all of that, you understand, the business thing. So I was like researching on careers with this degree now, because now it's my 4th year, I need to go work. And I saw, okay, I can be a business analyst, I can gather requirements, and I can do documentation and all the nice things. I don't have to code. So you get me. So because of my academic record, I knew that something has to give, because I'll be competing for graduate programs with people with exceptional academic records, people who can code. But I didn't want to be a software engineer, so I didn't care about the coding point. So I started participating in the industry, and how that looked like is going to meetups. There were meetups where you hear from people in the industry talking about their experiences and get to network, and you understand, and it builds that confidence in, okay, what's out there. And then I went to those meetups, and then one day I was online looking for what's the next gig, and then there was the Standard Bank hackathon. Like, okay, cool, I can't code, I wasn't very confident in my skills and all of that, but I said, okay, doesn't hurt to go like participate. I fill in the application form, I've been accepted to come and participate in the hackathon. So I go to the hackathon, and what I really liked about the hackathon, it was not like a varsity, because the hackathons that were happening at varsity, like the discovery one, but with your classmates. And ranking on my classmates, I was like the weakest link, so I didn't have that much confidence, but it was like an external one, so I was like, oh, doesn't hurt, they don't know me, they don't know my academics, so let's go. So I went to the Standard Bank hackathon, met 2 new people. They're like, okay, here's the challenge, get the challenge, try to make an app that solves this problem, and you must present, it must be this, must be that. And we came together with those girls, and my first hackathon, we won, so it was first place, and it really boosted my confidence, and I was like, yeah, shit, let me go win all these hackathons, because I'm a genius, you know, I'm creative, I've got innovative ideas, let me do this. So I participated in a few hackathons, and because of the Standard Bank win, they came back and said, hey, don't you want to join next year as a software developer? I said, no, I want to be a business analyst. I said, unfortunately, you only have software development roles. I said, it's cool, I don't want to code. And then time was going by, and eventually, and then I applied for the graduate program at the other bank, and then they called me. I went through a psychometric test, interviews, and they said, oh, you're perfect fit. We have a role, HR called me, we have a role for software developer. I said, no, I don't want to be a software developer. They said, she was like, no, like you'd actually be very good and they will teach you on the job. Like all our business analyst roles are going for we are giving them to the engineering kids, like your chemical engineers and all of that. So the ones with IT degrees, we're going to take them to software development. I don't have time, so okay. And I was like, okay, I can just like, if you fail that interview, there's another software development interview that we can go to next week. So just come meet your manager, the potential manager. And yeah, so I went there to the interview. Got to the interview, we were chatting. Then they were like, oh, okay, it's okay. And I was like, oh, before they even asked, I was like, I can't code. That's my thing. I can't code as a C# developer role. I can't code. And my manager was like, can you do layout? And I was like, I'll download a Bootstrap template. And they laughed and they were like, okay, that's cool. We'll train you on the job. And that's how I got that position. And so that's how I became a software engineer. My manager took a chance, and like ever grateful to him for trusting me with his applications and all of that, because I'm telling you, that guy, when I got there, like within a month, he was already giving me stuff for production, which I did not code. I left the guy, I told him I can't code, but now he's giving me tasks. So, but the team was very helpful in that, and my adjustment into becoming a software developer was good because of the team that I was in. My manager also is very supportive, even though my code, the first stages, he was like, why are you writing such code? You could have reused this method. Why are you doing two methods where you can just pass in a different argument, you get me? So it was like, but she was like, okay, let's run this code of yours. And later on, like maybe like a year later, like, this code, actually I see what he was talking about. This is shitty code. As I grew into the role and grew to understand how like coding works and best practices and all of that. So that was it. Somebody took a chance at me, and I'm very, very grateful that that happened to me. And yeah, so yeah, that's how I became a software developer. So yeah, I think I will stop this video over here because I don't want to blab and you know. So I'll stop the video. I'll have more, like, just tell me topics. I'll cover more on hackathons and a lot of other stuff in that whole, and the interview process and finding a job and graduate program and all of that in other videos. And this was just to let you know how I became a software developer, and that's on that. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment with topics that you'd like me to talk about. But I do have a few topics that I will cover over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and adios muchachos.